This is Tina Jacobs.
Now, Alice, you took me back with those, especially the first one, because remember we used to do that one all the time on campus.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. I don't know, I can't dance, but I was about to pull out some Michael Jackson. What's that? The moonwalk. Yeah. Even though I didn't have much room, I was going to try it. Well, anyway, what brings us here today, of course, is always a part of the Women in Roles program, and of course, Visions Unlimited as well, which, this is true even in our families and everything. When we have food, fun, and fellowship, it just works, doesn't it?
Yes.
So we're here to celebrate one another, but in particular, we're here to have our guest speaker share some awesome experiences that she's had on her academic journey. And I'm more than sure that you will be inspired, empowered. Something that she will tell you about her journey will make you think a little differently as we listen to her and as she leads today. But she didn't know I was going to do this, but look at her face. But she's not going to tell you about her accomplishments, so I thought I would just name just a few, okay, a few out there, because she is bashful and she would never get up here, and she would probably consider that bragging. So it's okay if I brag on her, and then that way she's off the hook. But Melissa was in one of the first classes, one of the beginning classes of the Visions Unlimited program, which Ms. Cheryl was teaching the program at that time. And she was, well, let me just say this. When Melissa came, and I'm not going to tell her story because she's going to do that, she was homeless for 2 years prior to coming to Tarrant County College. What we do with the Visions Unlimited program is we go to all 3 shelters and recruit our potential students, and the program has just expanded to 2 classes last spring. And anyway, we go there and we recruit them, and students come to campus. That first semester, everyone that's in the class is living in a homeless shelter. One of the 3, we have 3 or 4, Presbyterian, Union Gospel, and Salvation Army. So anyway, to make a long story short, she came, and of course she just gobbled up everything. She got it right away that education would be something that would be able to help her move forward and really shape her future. Just to tell you what not only that, but she became a leader in our learning community on South Campus. Melissa is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. How many of you know what that organization is? She was a member of that, and you, just so you know, that there's a GPA requirement that's pretty high.
And Sigma Kappa Delta,
yes.
The English Honor Society.
She was one of the founding members of the English Honor Society on campus, which was a new honor society they established while she was in her tenure at TCC. But all of that, her high GPA, her leadership spirit, she participated in almost everything that we offered on student leadership or leadership period. And all of that, and who she was and how she overcame her struggles, or her challenges, should I say, is the reason why she is successful. She just received her AA degree in spring. Yay! Wesleyan University on Rosedale. Everybody know where that is? Pursuing her bachelor's degree in journalism and English. You're a double major, right? Okay, I got that right. That's good. So she is continuing, and she's a trailblazer. One of the things, even, of course, we like to see, when we talk about student success, we like to see the high GPA. That's something extrinsic, and the state loves that when our students have high GPAs for the instructors and counselors in the room. But what's even equally as important is when there's something intrinsic inside of someone that clicks and they are successful on another level. So I call that double dipping when we just talk about student success, and Melissa is an example of that. So I just want to tell you, Melissa, because I know you're going to be bombarded after this, how proud we are of your accomplishments.
Thank you,
and if y'all didn't read the Star Telegram back in May, you can pull it up online and you can see her story. She was featured in the Star Telegram and all our school newspapers and magazines and everything as well. So I'm going to give you time to tell your story. So come on up, Melissa. Because her name tag says Red. That's what she likes to go by. So this is Red. That's Mama Red over there that helped her along. I'm going to go ahead and let you tell your story. And we're so proud of you. Let me just give my little name.
Okay. I hope y'all don't mind, but I need to sit down because I do not do talking well. So. Sorry. First of all, I know I have very little time. Katie and Cameron, do y'all have a seat? Yeah, there's an open seat over here if you want to come sit down. Okay, sweet. Okay, another thing I gotta do, and I hear this at the beginning of every single one of my classes, please turn your cell phones off or on silent. And about half the room goes to their cell phones. Now that is happening. Yep. I know, Mama, I already told you.
About 20 or 25 minutes. So you have
Okay. Mama has already been introduced. Her name is Patricia McIntyre, but she is my mama. I met her not long after I became homeless, and everybody called her Mama Red, so I just called her Mama Red, and then we became like mother and daughter. Everybody thinks that we're sisters, and so we're like, no, we're mama, and there's only 3 years difference. Yeah, she was frisky when she was 3 years old. The beautiful young lady sitting next to her is my best friend from high school, Miss Tasha Taylor. And what is your last name now? Noof? Knuff. Okay. Hey, if I'm embarrassed, I gotta embarrass you too. Yeah, I know you'll get me later.
We'll discuss that later.
Okay. Another thing I want to do is I want to make sure that everybody knows that my shirt says, if only closed minds came with closed mouths. If you have a closed mind and you are in this room, you will not like me very much, okay? Okay, I have some apologies and warnings that I need to give before I start. As I told you, I don't talk in front of groups well, that's why I'm sitting down. When I stand in front of a group and speak, my right leg shakes like a paint can mixer. Have you ever seen a paint can mixer and it shakes like that? Yeah, that's my right leg, and then my whole body goes if I lean on it. I will do my best to keep this within the time limit, but my biological mom has been known to tell me, or was known to tell me that I could give a 30-minute dissertation to a yes or no question. I will do myself best to edit myself. I do have a little bit of a foul mouth. I talk really fast on a normal day, but when I'm nervous it gets worse, so please forgive me. And as if I don't already have a loud voice, I'm given a microphone. So if my voice gets too loud, just go ahead and say, while you're down, while you're down. My memory sucks, but I will do my best to keep everything in order. I have what I call homeless speak. There's some terms that you use when you're homeless that a lot of people don't understand, and I will do my best to decipher it if I use it. There's another thing known as shelter facts. When you're homeless, like I made the mistake in the Texas Wesleyan University newspaper, The Rambler, when I was interviewed, I made the mistake of stating that there had been killings and rapes inside the PNS, inside the Presbyterian Night Shelter. Well, that's a shelter fact. It's not proven by the police. So, yeah. Another thing, I'm very self-deprecating. I insult myself a lot, and I have very, very low self-esteem. That's just a bad habit. I mean, with the life that I've led, not just the homelessness, but with the life I've led, that's the way it happens. And I don't want to offend anyone. Mom and I actually had an argument about this the other day. My biological mom used to call me the epitome of a contradiction. The reason that I'm called the epitome of a contradiction is because there are two things about me that a lot of people consider offensive, but they are part of who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for them. First of all, I'm agnostic.